Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hidden Brick, where today we're going to build the Lego City Jungle Mobile Lab, set number 60160. Comes with 426 pieces and some pretty cool little play features and micro scenes, as I like to call them. So we have this big Venus flytrap type of plant. We have the canoe, the guy that's rafting with the new little oar pieces. We have this little kind of fake waterfall, and that's going to be our little hidden gem area. So we've seen this in some of the other Jungle Explorer sets where there's some sort of artifact or monument that's been built, and there's usually a hidden valuable gem of some sort in there. So we're going to turn this down, dump everything out, see what we have in here. We have numbered bags. We have a bag 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we have a loose plate. We have the loose little canoe. We have 1, 2, 3 instruction books. There they are, in case you thought I was lying to you. And we have a medium-sized sticker sheet that has not too many stickers on there. And then we have this little vinyl piece that's representing the simulated waterfall. And there's 2 of them. We're probably just going to use one of them in the set, but they give you an extra one because they probably have the tendency to rip sometimes. So we have an extra one. Now, I haven't seen these in a while. The last time I saw one like this, now we've seen similar stuff like this, for example, in the Ninjago dragons that came out earlier this year. I think the green NRG dragon had a similar type of vinyl piece, but the actual water, simulated water, we actually got one of these. The one that I can most think of recently was a Pirates of the Caribbean set. So let's go ahead and jump into bag number 1. It's a small bag. You can see when I dump it out, there's no other bags inside of the bag. That's sometimes how you can tell if it's a large or small bag. There's a box. Let's see what's in the box. Okay, we have a single white rubber band. And any other ones in there? Nope. Just one of them in there. Sometimes they come with 2. Not this case. Okay, so in this little bag, looks like we're going to build minifigures, the Crocagator, and the Venus flytrap. So let's start with one of our Jungle Explorers. This is a female figure. She has a side pouch right here. We're going to put her like that. Let's change that. Let's get the right one on here. There's actually 2 female figures in this first bag. So this one has the brown hair. And she is going to be holding one of the machete pieces. And this is a new accessory piece. This little machete blade is new for the Jungle Explorer sets. So we're getting quite a few of them. I think this is the 3rd or 4th one that I've built, and they always come with an extra. So my collection of those new blade pieces is growing pretty quickly. The next minifigure is I guess one of the lab workers, because she has looks like a white lab coat on. And she's going to be holding on to this clear printed tile, and it's basically a print of a compass that also has some other markings, I guess to represent any type of data that they're capturing out there. And then she also has a camera. So I'm actually going to flip this around because the camera actually works it's a right-handed camera. So you can see when it's in the right hand, you can push it up and it lines up with the eye hole of the minifigure. And I'll put the compass in the other hand. There's the little compass. It looks like a thermometer or some sort of, it has a bar with these lines that go on the side. So anyway, that's our second minifigure. Pretty cool. So the next one is the Crocagator. So here's the body. We have the top jaw piece that just snaps on. So you can see it opens and shuts. Tail piece, it has the Technic pinhole on the underside of the body there, and then this also has the Technic pinhole. When you slide those together, right through that little slot, those pinholes align, and we slide a pin in there. So I can no longer yank it out, and it allows a little playability of this tail to kind of wag side to side. So move that over. Our next piece is going to be the big fly trap style plant. So we're starting with this 4x4 plate, adding a few brown pieces. I guess they were reddish brown. Have some of these little bamboo leaf style plants. Cheese slope pieces are always good to interlock everything together. So that's what we're putting on there. Next we have a mixel joint with one of these bow shapes. Alright, so here's our plant pieces, and they look identical. They are identical, but when you turn them around, you can see these little Technic pin pieces on the sides line up side by side. So it doesn't matter which one we choose. Just start with this one. Put this non-friction pin in. Put that on there. That lines it up. And then we're going to slide the rubber band that came in that little box right over this piece. You may notice there's these two little pincher pieces here, and that's what you can use to pinch it, and it opens and shuts. Put a pin with a little toe ball piece on there. That will go there. So we can open this guy up, put one of our spiders in. It's actually the only spider that came in this bag. That spider will attach right there, and then you can chomp it down. Now I didn't notice this until now, but when you push it all the way back, it actually gets to a point where the rubber band is pulling it the other way. So it leaves it open. So you can leave it open kind of like as the trap is set. And then when the spider goes in there, you can push that on there and it chomps down. It's pretty cool. I like the part. You can make some cool little Shop of Horrors mock. Alright, so I'm going to move the extra pieces to the side. We are done with bag number 1. So let's go ahead and jump on to bag number 2. Okay, we have all of our bag 2 parts out, and we're going to begin by using this loose plate that came in the box. And we're going to be building our little waterfall piece along with the hidden treasure piece. So it should be a simple exercise of stacking bricks, which over the years I've gotten pretty good about being able to stack some bricks. If I do say so myself. Not trying to brag or anything. I mean, come on, a little kid can stack some bricks. Looks good. We have this tall 1x. This little reddish brown tile right there. Because that's where the dirt is. This tan color is going to represent the stone that the monument is built out of. Maybe, something like that. You'll see as we go. And then I'm guessing the gray colors are more just the natural rock. That piece there, okay. This guy right here. And a taller brick here. So it seems very random, kind of how we're stacking this, but I'm pretty sure it's going to make sense kind of as we get further along. Some of these green bamboo leaves. And some more of the brick pieces. All right, so I have a plate here, 2 more of the slopes. That piece right there. That last little brick piece. Could be one of the last slopes we have. So I like the way they kind of broke it up, skipped some, and the way that these pieces are mixed in there to make it look like a weathered and worn out little man-made piece. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to put these white 1x1 round tiles across this piece. I guess that represents some water foaming. So this is probably where the waterfall is going to fall down at. Black tile right behind that. Now we have this pre-molded rock panel piece. It's just gonna drop right there. Technic brick with an axle hole. We're gonna put this toe ball that has an axle end on it. And those will both go on top of those green plates. Turn this around. So these are bricks with a little rail slot on the sides. Put another blue plate right there, and then 2 more of the bricks with the rail slot. plate with those two tiles go right there. So we're probably making a little play feature. And we have another tile here. We have two of these blue baby bow shapes. And two of those blue tiles. All right. Turn this over, and then these black plates have the rail on them. You can see that rail profile on both sides. This piece on here, and then this will slide right in there. So you can see how that rail slides in that little rail slot. So that creates our little play feature. We're going to put a plate down here. That way when you pull this out, it stops. It doesn't come out anymore. Move all this down. The archway there that creates the opening that goes underneath the waterfall. Those rock pieces will lock everything together. Now we have this long brick. Goes across with another regular brick here. All right. So now we have a Technic brick with a flick fire missile, and then we're going to put a round 1x1 brick on there. That will go there. Okay, we have two more of our Technic bricks with the axle with a toe ball on it. So those both go there. That piece in between them. All right. Let's see, we have another plate there and two of these brown pieces here. So now we're going to take one of our waterfall parts and pull it off of the perforated little sheet that it's on. And the opening is also perforated, so that's basically how it's supposed to be, kind of like a curtain. There's pre-punched holes in it that we're going to basically line up with those toe ball pieces and just slide it over them. And it stretches just enough to go on, and then once it's on, it kind of goes back to the position it was, and it's holding on pretty well. So you can see the waterfall has a nice effect, and then the way it lines up with those white pieces makes it look pretty cool. So here's our little gem piece that I was talking about that would go in there. And there's our top part of it. Next up, looks like a little tree piece that we're going to make. And this simply attaches right there. That's our water coming from the top, going down to there. We have a green whip, and the end of that whip is going to slide over this Technic pin. That'll represent the little vine hanging down. And this is our overgrown forest area that's hiding the gem, and then the explorer can take the machete and cut that away and find the treasure. So that's more or less the play feature of that as well. Alright, so I'm looking here, see if I did forget anything, but we do have an extra one of these little pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and just put it right there. We also have another vine. I may go ahead and put the other vine on here as well, just to really give it an overgrown look. I'm already modifying it. So the play feature for this portion is the crocagator can I guess the rear legs attached to that. Let me go ahead and open his mouth, and it slides through to scare off the explorer. So if she's jumping across these rocks to get to the stairs, crocagator or crocodile, alligator, whatever it is, can jump out and, you know, do whatever it does. Does it grab her and bring her back in, or does it scare her and make her run away? That's kind of up to you. I mean, it's at this point your imagination will take over. Maybe she jumps across, grabs the vine, and swings up here and escapes death. Trying to get this guy back on here. This thing seems a little flimsy. Alright, chomp. Very cool. So that finishes bag number 2. It also finishes instruction book number 1. So we've built this wicked cool trapping Venus flytrap style plant. Very, very awesome. We've got 2 minifigures. We've got this very smart and full of play feature little waterfall. I mean, the vines, the stepping stones, the jumping out from the waterfall crocodile thing is really cool. And then you've got the hidden gem. So much cool stuff in this set already, and we're not even halfway done. So we're going to stop this portion of the build here. We're going to have part 2 of this build, trying to keep these 30 minutes or less, just so we don't lose everyone's attention. So I'm going to have links all over this video if you want to check out my other build videos. If you're watching this the day that this is posted, then come back tomorrow. That's when part 2 will be posted. But if this has been many days since it's been posted, then part 2 is already up there. Check it out. It's in the Lego City build section of my channel. So check all those other Lego City builds out while you're in there, and we'll see you in the next one.